Well, it's about 5 Celsius outside, and the weather station here is telling us it's raining, which it is there. It was rain snow mix a few minutes ago. So since it's a pretty miserable day out there right now, I figure we'll get out the chainsaw file and I'll show you how to sharpen your chainsaw by hand if you've never done it before. So yeah, let's head on over and sharpen up the chainsaw. Alright, so here we have the chainsaw, and what you need is a chainsaw file like this one, and I just have this nice holder for it, and a piece of chalk or a small piece of string or a crayon, something that you can just put on the tooth of the saw, just like this, so that you know when you come around that when to stop, so you don't keep filing away, do the same ones over and over again. Alright, so now we're ready to commence filing, and we're going to start with this tooth right here. So what you do, put your file in place like that, and you're going to try to follow the pitch of the tooth, or the angle. And once you have that angle, you're just going to give it a couple strokes, and you're going to do the same number of strokes on each one. Now what I like to do is between 3 and 4 strokes, and just hold your saw down tight and just go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that tooth was done. So now we're going to move on to the next tooth, this one, and again you're going to do 4 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'd be done. So this tooth right here has been done, and if you see, I follow the angle. You follow the angle so you can kind of see a bit of shine to the tooth. And this tooth right here is also done, and you can see the shine. So that's how you also can tell it's been done, and if you feel, she's sharp there. So we'll continue on, and I'll give you an update afterwards. Alright, so we went all the way around the saw, and we're back at our chalked off tooth here. So now we have to do all the teeth like this one, which are going the opposite way. So what you do is you flip your saw around, and you'll do it just like this. So flip your saw, rest her down, and now you'll be filing this way. So we'll mark off a tooth, and we'll begin again. Alright, so we're ready to commence filing the other way. Now what you can also do too is you can feel your tooth, and after your 4 sharpens or whatever number you decide to stay consistent with, if your first tooth doesn't feel sharp, you can always give it a couple more and just stay consistent throughout. So you just got to find the magic number, be it 4 or 3, or it could be more than 4. So it's up to you to figure that one out. So again, put the file on, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so again, just to review, put your file on, and then pick your angle and just follow along like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we've gone full circle around the chainsaw there. You can see that tooth chalked off and that tooth chalked off, so we've gone both directions. And while you're sharpening your saw, it's also a good idea to give it a good cleaning. As you can see, all the dirt in there, so I'll show you how you do that. Yeah, so now it's switched over back to snow here, so I don't know if you can see the white stuff coming down here, but it is snowing. We zoom in on the puddle, there's snow coming down here, so yeah, wet snow coming down. goes to show you it won't be long till winter comes along here. So yeah, so snowing there, so not a very nice day to be outside there. Alright, so back to the task at hand there. We've seen the snow, and now you can see how dirty the chainsaw is. And if you're wondering what the toothbrush is for, well, that is to give the saw a good cleaning. Look at all the debris in here. So what I usually do, it depends on, you'll have to remove your, to get at your mechanism, you may have to remove 2 bolts, or you may just have to flick it and remove a knob like mine here. It all depends on your type of saw there, and you want to give her a good cleaning around here, and so I'll do a bit of that and give you an update. Alright, so now I'm going to remove my bar and my chain and carefully remove it there, and we're going to put her down safely there. And on this model, the oil comes in right there, so you want to be careful not to get any oil in that hole. So while cleaning all around here, just be careful not to get any debris in that hole, otherwise you might plug up your oiler and you won't be getting any oil and you might burn out the gear. So clean around this carefully and show you the finished product. And kind of cleaned this out the best I could. I'm going to have to grab a nail or something fine to get in around there, but just always regular maintenance you want to do to your saw. We have it, one nicely sharpened saw ready to use, and a nicely clean saw too, all in there ready to use, all cleaned up. So another little piece of maintenance too is every time you use your saw, there is a little bearing right there, that little hole. Point it out here in a sec. There we go. Right there. That takes like a little special nipple there, and you just push in. There's a special little greaser that you can get, and grease that up all the time too. So yeah, so now that the saw is nicely sharpened, we don't want to dull it or anything in transportation, so we'll slip on a cover and we'll hook her in, and she's all set to go for the next time. So that's how it's done, folks.